No one will ever pay you what you are worth. No one will ever pay you what you are worth. They'll only ever pay you what they think you worth, and you control their thinking. Not like this. Also, that would be cool. That would be really cool. Instead, like this, clearly defining and communicating your value are essential to being paid well for your excellence. Anyone here want to be paid well? Okay, good. Then this talk is for everyone. It's good universal applicability in true. If you are a business owner, if you are an employee, if you are a job seeker, it's true if you are a man or woman. Now I approach is today to the lens of the women's business owner, because in my work it observes women enterprise more so than men. The gender wage gap is a well-traveled narrative in these countries. According to the Bureau of the Labor Statistics, a woman employee earns just 83 cents for every dollar men earns. What you may surprise you is just this trend continues even into the entrepreneurial sphere. A woman business owner earn just 80 cents for every dollar men earn. In my work, I've often heard women express that they uncomfortable communicating their value, especially early on in business ownership. They say things like, I don't like to toot my own horn. I'd rather let the work speak for itself. I don't like to sing my praises. I hear very different narratives in working with male business owners, and I think this difference is costing women 20 cents on the dollars. I'd like to tell you the story of consulting firm that helping their client dramatically improve their profitability. That company is my company after my first year in a business. I saw the profit increases that my client were realizing in working with me. And I realized that I needed to reevaluate my pricing. I was really underpriced relative to the value I was delivering. It's hard for me to admit to you because I'm pricing consultant. It's what I do. I have campaigns price for value but non-tellers. It's what I saw, and so I sat down to evaluate my pricing, evaluate my value, and I did with my asking a value question. What are my client needs? How do I meet them? What is my unique skill set that makes me better qualified to serve my client? What do I do that no one else does? What a problem to solve for clients? What value I do? I answer this question and define the value that my client get from working with me. Calculated their return on investment, and what I saw was that I needed to double my price. Double it? Now it confuses to you. This terrified me. I'm supposed to be the expert in this, but I'm not cured. I knew the value was there. I was convinced the value was there, and I was still scared out of my wits. What if nobody will pay me that? What if client said, that's ridiculous, you're ridiculous? Was I really worth it? Not my work. Mind you, but me, was I worth that for that? I'm the mother of two beautiful little girls. Who depends upon me? I'm a single mom. What if my business fails? What if I fail? But I know how to take my own medicine. The medicine that I prescribe to my client. I had done to homework. I knew the value was there. So when prospect came, I prepare the proposal with the new higher pricing and send them out the communicate the value. How they send them out the communicate, how the story and client continue to hire me and refer me and recommend me, and I'm still here. And I say this story because doubt and parts are natural and normal, but they don't define our value, and they shouldn't limit our earning potential. I'd like to share another story about a woman who learned to communicate her value and found her own. She runs a successful web development company and employs several people. When she first started, he permed and for several years thereafter, she would say, I have a little web design company. She'd actually use this word with clients. I have a little web design company in this and I many other small ways. She was diminishing her company in the eyes for prospect and client and diminishing herself. It was really impacting her ability to earn what she was worth. I believe her language and her style communicate that she didn't believe she had much value to offer. In her own words, she was practically giving her service away, and so she had begun her journey to take responsibility for communicating value to client and changing her message. One thing I share with her is that it's so important to find your own voice, a voice that's authentic and true to you. Don't try to channel your sister-in-law just because she's a great salesperson or your neighbor who tells a great joke. If that's not who you are, give up this notion. That is nothing your own born, make it about the others. Party, focus on serving and adding value, and it won't feel like bragging. What do you love about what do you do? What excites you about the work that you do? If you connect with that, communicating your value will come naturally. So she embraced her natural style, found her voice, and changed her message. For one thing, she stopped calling herself a little web design company. She's really found a lot of strength and power in communication her message. She's now charging 3 times as much for web design, and her business is growing. She told me about a recent meeting with the groups and something difficult client who had called a meeting questioning progress on search engine optimization. She said in the old days that would have been a really intimidating meeting for her, but her mindset was different. She said she prepared for the information, sat down with the client, said this isn't about me, it's not personal, it's about the clients. You took them through the data, through the numbers, laid out the trends and the progress in our voice and in our voice own way, but very directly said, here what we have done for you. The client sat up and took notice and said, okay, I got it. And she said in describing that meeting, I didn't feel scared or panically or small, which is how I used to feel. Instead, I feel like, okay, I got this. I know what I'm doing. I'm confident. Being properly valued is so important. You can hear in this story that the implication range far beyond just finance into the realm all self-respect and self-confidence. Today I've told 2 stories, one about defining our value, and the other about communicating our value. And these are 2 elements they're releasing our full earning potential? That's the question. And if you're sitting in the audience today and you are not being paid what you're worth, I'd like to welcome you into the equation. Just imagine what life could be like, how much more we could do, how much more we could give back, how much more we could be planned for the future, how validated and respected we would feel if we could earn our full potential, realize our full value. No one will ever pay you what you worth. They'll only ever pay what you one day think you're worth, and you can't stop their thinking. Thank you.